Hello everyone, let us quickly make this anti-aging bar soap. Okay, people have been asking which herb am I going to use for my anti-aging, which herb, which herb. I decided to make this, even though I sold this particular soap. But let me teach you, this month of August, it's ending very soon. Oh, I didn't realize on time that I'm supposed to do this, but nevertheless we have started it. So this month of August is my daddy's birthday, so I'm celebrating my daddy with all this free training I'm dropping here. So this is my palm oil. Put your eye on the screen. If this is your first time seeing JOPHIA DIY videos, then put your eye on the screen. That is how we do here. All the ingredients are listed on the screen, okay? But if you didn't get it, you can comment in the comment section. I'm going to drop it. So I measured my oil. I've measured my palm oil, my palm kernel oil, and I am double boiling them. So while that is melting, like to warm up, this is my herbs in this container. If you want to know the herbs I use, I want you to comment herbs in the comment section. Comment herbs in the comment section. I'm going to give you list and the quantity of the herbs I use to achieve this. Okay, so I've added water, little quantity of water. The water I'm using is in total is 320 gram of water. That is what I use for this particular soup. So from there I dissolved my Herbal active just with little amounts of the water. Then I mixed it, make sure there is no lump. I kept it aside. Then I added my caustic soda into my water. I stir it very well. Once it's dissolved, I keep it aside. I went back to my Herbal actives. I noticed that there are still lumps, so I had to make sure that there's no lump by mixing it very well. Please mix your very, because if there is lump and you pour it into your soup batter, trust me, you're going to be seeing like chunks. Like you'll be seeing it, but you won't feel it on the skin. When you use it on the skin, it's going to dissolve, but seeing it when you cut your soup, it doesn't make sense. It won't look nice. So this is my oil. It has warmed up and my palm oil is melting gradually. Can you see that? So I'm going to stir it because the oil is warm. It's going to help the palm oil dissolve completely now. So after that is done, I just cleaned the rod I used to stir my herbs into the oil. There's nothing. Okay, so I brought in my caustic soda to add in, but I checked the temperature. I have about 8 to 10 degrees Celsius apart. This is 44, 46. The other one is 50 something. So I'm adding in my warm caustic soda into the oil, and I'm mixing as I'm doing so. Okay, and most of you must have asked, why is she always making semi-hot when it comes to baking soup? Yes, because my customers, they have become on customers this period. They will call you and tell you, please, I'm traveling, I need soap, I don't have any soap, I'm traveling and I'm going to stay for so period, I need soap that's going to last me. And you can't make whole process and you be telling the customer, okay, wait for the soap to harden up. Firstly, cold process takes about 24 hours to saponify, but semi-hot process saponifies in the bowl immediately, just like what I'm teaching people in my physical class or generally. Hot process saponifies when you are cooking it. Semi-hot process saponifies in the bowl, in the vessel you are using to make that soup, while cold process saponifies in the mold. So, and before it will get completely saponified, it will take like 24 hours. But in my semi-hot soups, after making my soup, if I check the pH immediately, I will be getting pH 9. 8 to 9 immediately after making the soup. So you can imagine how that feels. So, and my customers, they have become and I love it because they make me like do the work faster, okay, for them. So that is why. But if you know, and again, secondly, why I always make semi-hot is because the oil I have available right now, they are hard oil, so I can't use it to make cold process. Cold process needs oil that are like hard oils, but they're going to be liquefied in room temperature. So I cover the soap to gel. It's like I'm talking too much. So I mix the soap and covered it to gel. It has, you know what gelling means? If you don't know, drop in the comments. I'm going to explain better for you. So I covered it and allow it to cook on its own for some minutes. I opened, it was cooked. I added in my super fat. Okay, you can use any super fat. I use avocado oil and olive oil as my super fat. I added in my dissolved herbal actives and my perfume. That's just that, and I mix very very well. Then I'll pour it into the mold, then cover it or leave it open, allow it the next day. I'll cut it and allow air to touch it for a few days, and I will package and sell and send to my customers. That is all about this video. Okay, so secondly, why I'm always making semi-hot this period is because the oils I have are hard oils, and yeah, who doesn't want a soap that will be hardened within days and be used? Okay, and again, I love the semi-hot process because you can make the soap and use it immediately, almost immediately after making it, because the pH will be 8 to 9. So you can imagine after making the soap, and after some days the pH dropped to 6 to 7. Isn't that amazing? So that's that with this video. Thank you everyone for always coming to my channel, to my page, to watch my videos, to drop your comments, to give thumbs up, to share. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always be safe wherever you are, and bye.